Good evening. Welcome to my first layouts video. When you jump on, tell me that you're here. For every like, hi Bonnie. If you like, comment, or you share my video, that is going to get you entered into a drawing for prizes that I am going to be giving out during my layouts video. But let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am here to show you how to use Stampin' Up products in order to do your 12 by 12 page layouts. And for those of you that don't know, way back, we're talking like 20 years at least. Thank you for sharing, Bonnie. I actually started my crafting journey doing scrapbook layouts. So I have to give, I don't know that they ever watch my videos, but if you know who Freedom Stanford was, or is, she was in Waxahachie. So when I lived in Waxahachie, Texas, I would attend her monthly layouts classes, and I learned there. But I also learned through Deanna Belser too. So I know Deanna's one of my friends on Facebook, but I also learned through Deanna not just how to do layouts, but what I really picked up from Deanna was how important it was to journal. Hi Jackie. So between learning how to do layouts and journaling, that's where I started. So I wanted to kind of get back to what I really like to do, but I had never tried it with Stampin' Up products. So that is what I'm going to be showing you guys. So I do thank you for joining me. On these videos, I'm gonna try to get right to the point so we can get to assembling. Almost everything, actually everything is already prepared. So really you're just gonna be watching me assemble, and then when the video's over, I'll edit the video in order to include the link for the supplies. So if you are interested in purchasing any of the supplies and you want to do the layouts, then that link will be available to you. And I did want to let you know I'm labeling them by episodes. So this is episode 1, layout 1. The left side of a page is going to be layout 1, and my right side of the page is going to be layout 2. And there's only going to be 2 episodes, or 2 layouts per episode. But we're only doing 1 page during my live. So you're going to see the left side of a layout tonight, and then next week you'll get to see the other half. So I hope you guys are inspired to add more to your layouts or to get started. So if you have never done that and you want to get started, this would be the perfect, hi Landa, this would be the perfect opportunity for you to get started. And I do have, let's see, because this was designed already before the new catalog, the new mini catalog came out, this is coming from the annual catalog. So if you have your annual catalog, the very first suite in there is the Flowers for Every Season suite, and that is going to be my first layout. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I enjoyed designing it. I enjoyed cutting everything, and I was just super excited. So let me get this camera pointed down and let's get started. All right. I don't necessarily have a little page down. I don't need it for this particular demonstration, but there is my website and the host code for January. And if you don't want to bother plugging in that host code, you can always just scan that QR code if you can see it while I'm demonstrating it. So, but I'm probably most likely going to cover that up here. All right, you guys, I don't have the completed one because normally when I do my cards, I'll complete a card and show you and then do a demonstration with the with all of the supplies. But for this one, let me pull this up a little bit more. For this demonstration, there we go. I'm going to be assembling it before your eyes. I do have a picture. I took a picture of what I needed to do before we got here, so I have a picture of everything that is going to be used. And let me show you the supplies, just so that you can see. We're going to be using the Celebrate sunflowers. We're not using the whole bundle, we're just using a few pieces from it. And I'll show you, we're using the dies and this one little stamp set. That's all we're using out of this bundle. And then we're also using, trying to pull the paper out here, the Flowers for Every Season designer paper. This is a 6x6 paper, but we're still going to make this happen in a 12x12 layout, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. And if you've never seen the paper before, gorgeous colors. Lots of in colors. Bumblebee, Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider. Look at all those gorgeous colors. So these layouts could just be any color, but I picked a few colors for mine. And then we're also going to be using, trying to get the little pieces here. There is a Memories and More pack that comes with, it doesn't come with it, but it's available to purchase. It's within the suite, and then you can purchase it separately. And the mats all have different designs on them. Some of them are pre-printed, some of them are journaling boxes. There's a sheet of some already die cut, and they have adhesive on the back. You just pull them off. Lots of different variety. There's stickers, other little stickers that you can stamp things in or write things in. And then you have these little smaller pieces. It's a variety, you guys. Like, that's one side, like, let me flip this around so you can see it. That's one side of that paper, and then when you flip it around, just like our designer series paper, we have something else on the side. And then you have like a journaling box, but on the other side you might have something that's pre-printed, like this one says, "You are my sunshine." And so on and so on. You'll have a journaling box on one side and then something else on the other. That whole little packet is just like that. So this is the Memories and More card pack that comes, and we're going to be using this along with the designer series paper. So let me get that off. All right, so I've already gone ahead and cut my pieces, but this is a 12x12 piece of basic white cardstock. So depending on your base, your bottom layer is always going to be a 12x12 piece, so it'll help you assemble. And then we're going to be using, I got my sheets here in order. This is a 6x6 sheet of this particular designer series paper, and I've just cut it in half, so it's a 3x6 inch piece of paper, and we're going to be assembling this off to the side. So let me get my adhesive going. Okay, my adhesive is kind of wonky on here. Uh-oh. Bear with me, you guys. Of course, this always happens when you're live, but my adhesive wants to go sideways for some reason. Oh, it's off track. There we go. That was kind of weird. That's never happened. That thing is off track. All right. Bear with me, you guys. This right here, something happened. I don't know if it fell and some piece broke, but that is not working for me. And of course it fell earlier, but I didn't think that it broke anything, and I hadn't used it since. So let me open up a new one, and there we go. So let's take this old one out and pop this new one in. Little technical difficulties there to get started. I should have checked this before I started, but I know I can't line this up right. There we go. All right, now let's start over. Rewind, delete. Let's start over. Let's get some adhesive on the back of this little piece here. And I'm gonna take this sweater off because these little hands are getting in the way. Whew. Okay, so we're just going to take this piece and we're going to line it up right to the edge, and then we're going to do the same with this other piece, and we're going to line it up right underneath this. It's okay that there's a line because we're going to end up covering that up. Okay, and then we're going to take this piece of, make sure that that's the right side I'm going to be doing this on, but we're going to take this piece of cinnamon cider, put some adhesive on it, and we're going to butt this piece right up against there, leaving about a 1/2 inch on the top and bottom. And our cardstock is only 11 inches, but the basic white is 12, so there's going to be a little gap on both sides, which is okay. And then we've got this piece of designer series paper, but we're going to be using this side, and we're going to put, I'm just going to use a strip. We're going to be covering where that piece of cardstock meets that designer series paper, and then we're going to do the same thing for the bottom. We're going to butt this one right up underneath that one. So there we go. And then I think it's this piece right here. Yeah, it's this piece right here. This is a piece of bumblebee. We are going to put bumblebee right here, sort of in the middle. We're trying to cover up where those pieces of designer series paper meet. So we're going to have it directly lined up with the edge. And then I have this mat too. So I took this little piece. I thought that was kind of cute. The little sprigs with the flowers there, and it was just the color. The other side was a journaling box with different colors that I'm not using for this layout, but we're going to mat this on a piece of bumblebee. And I know it breaks my heart to have to cover up the other pretty side, but those colors just don't go with what I'm doing. So we're just going to mat that. Okay. And then we're going to add some dimensionals. We're going to add a dimensional on all 4 corners. If you are watching and you joined after I pointed the camera down, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy my first layouts to show you guys. Really excited about this. And then we're just going to put that one right here, so that a little bit of that cardstock shows on that side. Okay. And then I have another, let me bring this down a little bit so you can see what I'm going to do up here. We have another mat, but this is a journaling mat, and I chose this one because of the sunflowers that are on there, and then the other side just says "You Are My Sunshine." We're going to be covering that up. I know that's sad, but this is where if you wanted to, if you're putting together yours, you would probably want to journal on this before you put it down, or if you're feeling comfortable. I know I've done some things in the past where I've gone ahead and matted them and put them down and then journaled on them later when I was able to put my picture down. Well, after I decided to choose a picture and had to think about what all I could put in the little journaling box to tell people about the picture that they're looking at, because that's something that Deanna taught me when it comes to journaling, is you want somebody to look at this page and know, just by reading the little journaling box, why you took the picture. Why was it so important to take that picture at that moment? You know, were you, was it a first time of doing something, or... We're going to put that one right here, kind of centered between this piece here. You know, was it something that, you know, your baby did for the first time, or something that just kind of wowed you? You want to tell people. I know sometimes we look at pictures and we're like, oh, that's so cute. But if you don't understand why the person took the picture, I like to know. But that's just me. Okay, so let's get this one. This is another piece of Bumblebee, and we're going to put this one kind of right here. We're going to butt this one up against the right side over here. And then I've got my pieces on both sides of me. So I'm like, which one do I do next? We're going to put some little sprigs up. But in the dies, the sunflower dies, there is a couple of kind of leafy sprigs. So I've got these, and we're going to use some glue dots to help hold those down. And this thing of glue dots has my glue dots like on the wrong side. So I'm just going to put this down to help hold it down for now. But we're going to put one there. I'm going to put another one kind of right here, maybe a little bit higher. And then I have this one little leaf, and I used adhesive on the back, but you can certainly use, if you don't have adhesive sheets, you can certainly use fine tip glue. Just dab a little glue here and there. But we're going to be putting this one directly onto this piece of Bumblebee. And then we have these two mats, the Just Jade and Cinnamon Cider, and there's only 1/8 of an inch on there on mine, because it'll fit a 4x6 photo that's been taken vertically. So we're going to mat this. And of course, you know, you can always crop your photo down if you need to, so that you see a little bit more matting. We're going to put this over this, and let me see if I can hover it to where about 1/8 of an inch shows. We just want a little bit of that Just Jade to peek out from behind there. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this so that it pops up just a little bit. Put one on every corner. Okay, let me peel those off to the side here. And then we're going to put this one right here, just a little bit to cover up the ends of where those are sitting. Yeah. It doesn't have to be lined up to anything in particular. I just wanted those little sprigs to be kind of peeking out to the side. And then what I did is we're also using the medium daisy punch, and then the regular size daisy punch. And I made 2 flowers. I went ahead and made 2 flowers, and I will show you. I'm going to use the small one just to demonstrate how I made the flowers. And I used, on the larger one, I think I used 4 petals, and on the smaller one I just used 3. So we're just going to quickly do a 3. So I can show you how I put that together. So I just took each petal. I want to make sure I'm putting the glue dot on the right side. And I stuck a glue dot on the back. And then when you put these together, kind of off-center it a little bit. And then take that third one and get a glue dot on the back of that one. And then off-center it again so that it looks like it's covering that little, it might move on you. So there you go. So now you have a little sunflower. And I chose to do, a little daisy. I chose to do the daisies because there's so many other sunflowers on here, but you could certainly switch it to a sunflower if you wanted to do that. And so here's the one that I already did, and I took the center, I already colored that one, but I want to set that one, and you can fluff these up, just fluff them up. You can pull them together like that, and it'll fluff up a little bit. It'll go flat, when you go to put it in your album. But all I did for the center on those is I took the Light Daffodil Delight brush tip and I just colored the little center. Nothing fancy. We don't have an embellishment that's large enough to fill that particular center, but I wanted to keep it simple. So this is the larger one where there's actually 4 petals, and then there's a dimensional on the back. And we're just going to put that one right here. You want to make sure it doesn't come off your page, but that it has enough room where you can slide your picture back behind it. So just keep that in mind. And then I also had, I had these 2 little pieces. I knew I should have put these pieces down. There is a stamp in the Celebrate Sunflower. It's this one right here. I just stamped those in Just Jade and then used the die cut to die cut them out. So I'm going to be putting those down, but I'm going to be putting those down behind the small one. Kind of up here, just so there's one coming out of there. And then there's another one, I didn't get the glue dot, kind of right there. They don't have to be on dimensionals. Oops, excuse me. Went to move my hair out of my face. That happened. I also made a bow with our bumblebee gingham ribbon. Cute. And I'm going to stick a glue dot on the back of that. And I'm just putting it right there in that corner. And then part of those sheets, there's also stickers. So I cut a couple of stickers off, and I'm going to use this little sticker. Stickers just kind of help fill in here and there. We're going to put a sticker there. And then I took this sticker, and you just peel them off. They already have adhesive on the back. And I'm going to stick a sticker there. And then I had another sheet. What'd I do with it? I had another sheet that was already cut out, and I misplaced it somewhere. But these little flowers right here, you can pop those little flowers out too. They're little stickers. And you could essentially put these wherever you want to help add a little touch to in some of those little white spaces there that kind of need a little something. Not much, just a little something. Let's use a bumblebee one. Let's see. Oh, let's just put one there. All right. And there you have it. I don't know if y'all can see the whole layout. I hope you can. Let me see. Let me bring it up a little bit. There we go. Hi, Marianne. Thank you for sharing, Marianne, and thank you, Marianne Hugendobler, for joining. But there it is. It's my first 12 by 12 page layout, you guys. And then next week, I'll be doing the other side so that you can see both of them and how they're going to be put together. So I hope you guys enjoyed this demonstration. And this takes you back to the annual catalog, our Flowers for Every Season suite. And there's so many layouts that you can do with that, you guys, because of the colors, all the colors and the different flowers. So with spring coming up in a few months, I guess, I'm not sure, is March or April, this is perfect to get started on some spring layouts with your children, grandchildren, whoever, your pets, your pets, but no, really. But I hope you guys enjoyed the layout, and then you can join me next Wednesday at 7 p.m. and then we'll do the other one. And then when the video's over, I will go update it with the link to the supply list. So if you see anything that you like, or maybe you even have some of these things and you haven't done anything with them yet, this will give you a nice fresh idea for one half of a 2-page layout. So thank you guys for joining me tonight, and we will see you Sunday at 3 p.m. Thank you. Bye-bye.